Welcome back to the channel. Sunday afternoon, evening once again. Time for this week's update. First and foremost, we won the wild card. We got selected with the Patreons to fill that last slot, and we are fortunate enough to take the first place. So we are going to Windrock in October to compete against the 700 teams, Matt and Josh. And I think we'll have a great old time. Seems to be a really good group of people. I think it's going to be a blast. But anyway, for this week, let me show you what I got accomplished. First and foremost, we went out to OKQ Saturday, and we managed to score 2 front calipers, 2 rotors, pads off a truck that was obviously looked like it had been recently driven. It was in good shape. Unfortunately, we got there a little late. Somebody had already swiped the right rear, so we only got 1 rear. I need to go back. That was a 2003 F350 6-liter diesel truck, crew cab, and it's got the same color doors as mine, and they're rust free. 1 dent on the driver's side. So somebody's already stripped the drive line out of it. Axles were still there, but the motor, transmission, and transfer case, well, the motor's gone. Transfer case are on the ground. The doghouse is sitting in the bed. Somebody already managed to get the tailgate. And most of the interior was already stripped. It had a really nice gray leather interior, and then somebody came in and cleaned it out, which saves me a hassle because I don't need any of it. But I'll probably go back. I gotta see what LKQ wants for doors, and I might go back and pick those up because mine are bad. Anyways, back to the Wildcard project, and yeah, you probably see sweat rolling down my face. It is horribly hot out in here and muggy once again, but it is what it is. Slows us down a little bit, but doesn't stop us. But this is what we got accomplished. Like I said before, we got brakes, and those are installed on the front. Rear run sitting inside there in the back. Wait until I get the next one. And as you can see, I have the driver's side shock sorted out. And this is just a piece of 2-inch. Runs in here, it's notched, welded up here. Notch here, then I've got 2 brackets that come through the sheet metal. And then we pick up here, we go down, and then I'm going to make a gusset to go from here to here and here to here. That ties this all in with the steering box, the coil, all that gets tied together in one big giant node. So hopefully that keeps it good and strong. Here's my shock mounts that just come out through the hole I cut in there. Do the same thing over here. And we got the winch bumper mostly built. Got it drawn up, cut it on the table, and this is the winch that I had in my blue Jeep. I've been looking for winches and looking for winches and looking for winches on Marketplace, and everybody wants 200, 250 bucks for a winch, and they're usually generic junk winches at that. But this week, Harbor Freight put all winches on sale, and then a friend of mine is an employee there, and he was able to apply his discount on top. So we picked up an Apex 12K for the blue rig. And let's move this one over here. And yeah, I'm going to charge about $175 to the build cost. I wasn't an extra winch. You know, I haven't charged the shocks because they were extra. A few other odds and ends that I've had, there were the pieces of stuff that left over. But the winch, I had to buy a winch either way, so I will put a winch, $175 for the winch cost, onto the build just to make it fair, because really, I had to buy one either way. There we go. Need to finish over here. Haven't started on the passenger side yet. But I'm out of gas and welding wire, so I'm going to need to make a run to Hobo Freight and get myself another spool, tractor supply with another tank of gas. And we're pretty much done. Once we finish this here on the other side and get it welded in, so I'll have that in by midweek. Get the gussets put in. Should have all that done by midweek. I need to get downstairs. I got a bunch of plasma cutting to do. I got retention plates for all 4 coils to do. So there's 8 of those that need cut. I got to cut fish plates. 16 fish plates need to be cut. And this thing needs a final weld out all the way front to nose. It's probably 80% welded, but I know there's pieces, that we've missed. Still got to get the both sides on. The sheet on there, the sheet stock anyway. I'm not overly concerned about if I don't get it done. I have the material. Just watching my time frame. It's getting done what I need to get done, and then there's what I want to get done, what I would like to have done. So it's at this point we've definitely switched into the stuff that needs to be done, and then we get any extra time after that, then we'll backfill where we've got some openings. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers this week. I do have material for the drive shaft, and I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to cut the tube, leave about 6 inches on each end. Then I bought 2 1/4 wall, or 2 1/4 120 wall, which is 2-inch OD, which matches the OD of the tube. I'm going to just cut it to length, slide both ends in, make sure it's timed correctly, and just burn it in. Call it done. A 1310 to a 1350 conversion U-joint and some straps, and we'll have the front link done, or the front drive shaft done. Nothing special. It'll work. With that said, we still need to, and up front after that, we'll need to do a final check, like I said, final weld on everything. If I've missed anything, it needs painted. I got to link and lock the carrier. So I got to see what I got to do about that. See if I cheat and do it without pulling the axles and pulling the carrier out, or do I got to pull it out? As you can see, whiff tires on it now. That's how much room I've got on this side. I do have it offset a little bit and to give me some room, extra room over here, so I can work over here. And I've got plenty of room to get down into here. I can work on this easily. And if I have to, I'll take the wheels and tires off and set it back on jacks, just to open up space. But that completes this week's what we've got done. So stick around. Next week we'll come I'll show what we get done. Try to have the drive shaft done. The shock will be done. So the front end should be pretty much complete. It's about time to start running brake lines, fuel lines, and electrics. And once that's done, build the trans tunnel, sheet the floor, and the 2 rear wheel houses. It's going to be tight, but we still got the safety hoop to build. So it's going to be tight, but we're going to get it done. Anyways, Atwood's Garage. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. We're out of here.